Welcome back to ESR, everybody. We've made it back to Orsinium. We already have somebody here waiting for us to give us a quest. Let's go ahead and talk to them.
Bad enough to come to How infuriating! I don't even like the place that much, but I'll be damned if I let them toss me out of my own inn. The closer the city gets to completion, the worse things get for us common folk. Orsimer soldiers barged into our inn and kicked us out. Now they won't let anyone back in. They decided to detain some of our patrons, including your friends. In fact, the little wood elf showed up right before the soldiers did. The soldiers placed guards at all the exits, even the back one. Damned if I know how they found out about that. The soldiers won't let anyone in until they finish the king's work, whatever that is. Bunch of stiff boots, the lot of them. I should have known that hiding folks in our inn would eventually bite us in the arse. This is ridiculous, though. They sent an entire squad of soldiers to lock down one inn. You'd think we were the damn Winterborn or something. Haven't you and your friends caused us enough trouble already? All right. If you get me my inn back, I'll try to forget that any of this ever happened. So, how can I help? Well, there might be a way. There was a merchant here earlier. Smelled like fermented echater cheese that was left out in the sun. But he was awfully friendly with the soldiers. Maybe a little too friendly, if you catch my meaning. To be honest, I was kind of busy trying to not get arrested at the time. Wait a moment. Yes, I know! He said something about the bathhouse before he left. Anyway, I hope that's where he went. He'll need to soak for hours to get rid of that smell. Never seen her before. I make it a habit to get to know all of the guards and soldiers who come to the inn to unwind. From the look on her face, she hasn't unwound since the king was a cub tied to the Forge Mother's apron. What? You looking to court her or something? If you're so enthralled by Captain What's-Her-Name, I heard her tell a soldier she'd be by the ramparts near the stables. But she's a cold fish, mark my words. You'd do better fishing in a different pond. That was the first thing they confiscated. It was Sergeant Vulmon. I know him, he's one of our regulars. Usually friendly, leaves an extra gold piece now and again. He's stationed near the King's Corner Club, but he won't give up that key. That's between you and him. I'll have no part in that. I'm no criminal, despite how all this looks.
Alright. Well, looks like we caused some trouble there, but we need to get to the museum first.
Open for business.
So I want to say we have our last two relics on us, because I don't think there's anything else we need. Which should open us up to another quest here. The sad thing is that this is bugged and it's not showing any of the stuff in here, which is kind of annoying. And by annoying I mean like infuriating, since I've taken so much time doing this. And the other one was the Centurion's Signet, I believe. There we go. Is that all of them? The omelet's not going to be here no matter what I do now, I don't think.
Remember to check the list. Yeah, you mean as curator? Oh, you mean...
Hmm. I'm fairly certain we've gotten all those. Maybe I'm misplacing one of them. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything I could have missed. So I was pretty good about, maybe I have to finish the main storyline first before it unlocks the next thing. That might be it. Because there's supposed to be one last thing you can hunt down, but I think I might not have gotten all the requirements yet. It's the only thing I could think of. Let's go ahead and talk to this merchant first, see how that goes for us, because I think that's the closest one. Or wait, let me see. Yeah, it's probably the closest one, I think.
Virgo, be nice to your brother or no extra apples for you.
Ah, there you are. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever show up. I was hoping you'd come by. Made sure to wear my favorite fragrance so that the innkeeper's daughter would notice me. She's a feisty one. She should come and soak with me sometime. Do her a world of good, it would. I'm awfully friendly with everybody. Anything else is bad business. Now, since you did a good turn for me and didn't report me to the authorities, I thought I'd do a good turn for you. A person in my line of business, well, we hear things. Secret things. Dangerous things. Things concerning clan chiefs and fanatics with a little too much holiness in their hair. You need to get into the inn. I can get you into the inn. Tit for tat, as the Britons say. Now, I don't know exactly what's going on, and I don't want to know. But I don't like those new soldiers. Something not right about them. By giving you this key, my friend, you'd be surprised at how much you can accomplish by slipping some gold into a purse. Even a soldier's purse. So go help your friends. With this, I consider my debt to you paid in full.
That's actually pretty neat that something we did at the beginning of the game by not turning him in actually helped us out here at the end. Actually does kind of feel like a choice actually mattered there, you know? Okay, we have to go all the way around.
Won't you take pity on me?
Let's go ahead and get inside. Nobody's in here at the moment. How do I get down below, though? That's the question. Aha, here we go.
You're a little late. They just left me here to die. I was running messages for the cute wood elf and the grumpy orc. When I returned, the soldiers rushed in, stabbed me. They never saw it coming. The soldiers grabbed the orc chief and the elf, took them away by the order of the king. I guess I was just in the way.
That's unfortunate. We lost another friend. Time to go talk to the king, and I doubt this is going to go well for us. Level 17 here. Do I go upstairs or do I go this way? Looks like I go in here. He's just hanging out over here.
Ah, my favorite problem handler has returned. Have you come to see what you accomplished? Thanks to you, the clan chiefs have gathered to hear what I have to say. This is going to be a moot that all of Wrothgar won't soon forget. That sounds serious, but this is a time for celebration. The next age of the Orsimer people begins today. You dare to question my actions? To imply that I don't have the best interests of my people in mind? If you must know, we received word of the location of the traitors. I send my soldiers to capture them for interrogation. What? How dare you spread such false accusations? Has Basrak filled your head with more of his Malakath lies? I won't hear such things. Not on the verge of my greatest victory. More questions? You're beginning to try my patience. But let's not talk about such matters in front of the clan chiefs. Meet me down in the dining hall and we can continue this discussion in private.
I hear the footsteps of an outsider. Come, we need to talk. Ah, outsider. You never cease to surprise me. I suppose your recent adventures were somewhat trying. Of course, sticking your tusks where they don't belong usually leads to trouble, doesn't it? So proud, so sure, so certain that you do the right thing. But you defy the will of Trinimac and try to stop the inevitable by warning my son. In short, you have begun to annoy me. The Vashrak do exactly what they've been ordered to do. They will eliminate every obstacle that threatens my son. It's time to remove the clan chiefs so that Orsimer unification can begin. This is about survival. Surely you can understand that. Stop me? I don't think so. The Orsimer will rally as one under King Kurog's banner. I have foreseen it. Let it be known, the outsider who stands before us has betrayed our great city. For your actions, I condemn you and your allies to death. A sentence you shall execute by your own hand. May Trinimac guide your blade.
Wowza.
I'm sorry it had to come to this. What I do for the good of the Orsimer people.
Awake? Good. It's about time. I would have been disappointed if you died after I dragged you down here.
The shield wife.
You learn a lot about healing when you're King Kurog's shield wife. Looks like my skills apply to outsiders as well. But we've wasted enough time. You need to get moving. I admit I never trusted you. But you've helped our people. You deserve better than to fall to the Forge Mother. I dragged you back here before the Vashrak arrived, healed you as best I could. Now get out of here before the soldiers find you. My beloved does what he must to unite our people. You know this is true. You've seen it. The clan chiefs refuse to listen. If Kurog fails, the Orsimer will never be anything more than the abused and scorned wretches the other races imagine us to be. The chiefs have already headed to the Moot, and Vashrock guard the keep. If you want to survive, you have to leave now. I don't want to fight you, but if you decide to go after the king, well, I am sworn to protect my beloved. I expected you'd say that. Take this. It will open the cells in the dungeon below the keep. Just take your friends far from this place, and let my beloved finish his mission to elevate our people. My beloved believes that this is the only way to accomplish his dream. As his shield wife, I will support him, just as I always have. No, he hoped that the chiefs would come to believe in his vision, to see the future he imagined just as he did. He never wanted it to come to this. But a king must always do the right thing for his people. Why would they do that? They'll see a king who fought the fanatical Vashrock, who tried desperately to save the chiefs against overwhelming odds. When the dust clears, they will love him and stand united beneath his banner for all the world to see. My beloved doesn't hate Basrag. They were friends once, almost brothers. If anything, he's disappointed in the chief. But Basrag challenges the king. He needs to be removed from the field of battle before he has a chance to disrupt the plan. It worked, didn't it? The chiefs have gathered for the moot, and everything proceeds as planned. As long as you take Basrag with you when you leave, there won't be any reason for more bloodshed. He served his purpose, just like you. Kurog is my beloved, and I swore an oath to support and protect him. Besides, I believe in the king's dream. I believe in a united Orsimer nation. It's the best way for us to take our place as equals among the other races. Oh, the clan chiefs are far from innocent, and their deaths will serve a higher purpose. They represent a worthy sacrifice. Now, take your friends and go. This isn't your concern any longer. Let my beloved finish what he began. Please.
I'm getting some really mixed signals from you, but thanks for helping me out. Do I go this way? Oh, they're all in here already. Yeah, it's this way. Archer's probably not the best thing to have inside, to be honest.
We have to stop meeting like this. Maybe next time I could rescue you. What do you say? What in Malakath's name is Kurog up to, I wonder? This is brash, even for him. You better not be pulling my tusk, outsider. I've known Kurog for a long time. We may disagree on certain issues, but he's always had the best interests of our people in mind. This makes no sense. Then there isn't any time to waste. Give me the key and head for the throne room. There's a passage in there that will lead you directly to the moot. I'll get Everlee to safety and try to gather some additional help. There are still some people here in the city that I can count on. Now do whatever you have to and get to the moot. If we run into any problems, find me outside the keep and we'll figure something out.
Alright.
I'll make sure Chief Basrog gets out of here safely. Don't worry, you can count on me. But I can't believe what you said about the king. That's some rotten acorns, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's still above, so I guess we're heading, Okay, we're heading through the big doors.
I wish you had listened to me, but I expected you'd come here. My beloved says the route is off limits. I'm sorry, Terrence.
I need healing!
Purple one, okay. Thank you, strange man drinking. See all the paths to the moot. We're about to begin. I don't want any interruptions. Once I lock the gate from the throne room, I need you, my beloved and devoted shield-wives, to stand guard and deal with anyone who dares to challenge me. Be especially on guard for the outsider who has betrayed us. Take care of the outsider, then join the soldiers already sent to deal with the High Priestess Solgara, and seal the only remaining path to the moot. Once she is exposed as the Welshcraft leader, time will be of the essence. Soon the Orsimer will unite under a single banner. Banner of King Korog and the Orsimer nation. Then we won't be just the equal of the other nations, we'll be better than theirs. Remember this day, my beloveds, we're about to make history. Your king. Okay, looks like we have to get out of here and make our way somehow to the moot. Apparently there's only one way left. Right out here, I'm assuming? Probably not the best thing to be is being out here in the open, but, you know.
I had a feeling I'd find you here. Kurog sealed the route to the moot, didn't he? Damn it. Most of my contacts have gone deep into hiding, and we're no closer to saving the chiefs than we were when I scraped you up off the floor of the keep. Let me see that. You can get to the moot through the temple. I had no idea that path even existed. But they sent soldiers after Solgar, that's bad. We need a new plan, and we need it now. You go ahead to the temple and check on the High Priestess. Everly and I have one more place where we can look for some help. If we're successful, it might make the path to the moot slightly less complicated. I'm well aware of that. I'm counting on the start of the moot to keep them distracted. But we won't take any unnecessary chances. We need Solgra alive to tell her side of the story. Then we can get to the moot and save the chiefs. You've done more for me and my people than I could have ever expected. I appreciate that. It shows you have honor. Now get to the temple and make sure the High Priestess is all right. We need her alive. The temple. Besieged by weapon-wielding fanatics twice in the same season. It's insane. Kurog has set this avalanche in motion. Now it's up to us to try to stop it. I know you will. I've seen you in action. I have a feeling that the fate of Wrothgar depends on what we do next. Our actions, whether we succeed or fail, will determine the future of Orsinium and the Orc people. How could it not? The temple, the moot. Those are the fires that will test our metal. We'll either come out stronger or be consumed in the flames. Now go help Solgra.
Okay. I forget the exact way to the temple, though. Let me see. Okay, it's way over here. Okay. It's definitely speeding up towards the end, though. We only have 2 more quest things for the main story quest, so we're definitely getting towards the end here.
Supplies are now reaching the city on a regular basis. Maybe now our basic city functions will get repaired.
Let's do it.
We're in no condition to chase after anyone. It must be for a good reason. We need to stay out of their way. This isn't a good time to visit the temple. We have a bit of a situation. I humbly suggest that you come back later. If this is about that incident with the fanatics, you should take it up with the king. In these difficult times, misunderstandings can quickly spiral out of control and lead to situations we'd all rather avoid. But, no, very well. When the king's soldiers banged on the door, she ran up the stairs and outside. The soldiers knocked us aside and chased after her. I don't know what Solgra did, but she's clearly made someone very angry. Not a word. She appeared to be as surprised as we were when the soldiers barged in. Normally, Solgra is so proper. If the soldiers hadn't had their weapons drawn, I'm sure she would have gone with him quietly.
Yeah, that's possible. Looks like we're heading up the stairs. A lot of these stairs.
There she is! Don't let the traitor get away!
Tell the king I'll play no part in his political game.
Whoopsie, that didn't go quite as well as she thought it would.
What in Trinimax's name is going on? Why did Kurog send soldiers after me? They acted like I'd done something horrible. I didn't want to show it, but I was frightened for my life. I'm just glad you arrived when you did. Wrothgar? I don't understand. But no, they didn't hurt me. Not for lack of trying, though. So tell me, what kind of trouble are we in now? What a ridiculous notion. Trinimac promotes unity and civilization, not anarchy and violence like those Wrothgar fanatics claim. Dare I ask? Tell me, who do we have to thank for this terrible situation? We can't allow that to happen. But why have you come to help me? The clan chiefs are more important. You should be at the moot, doing whatever you can to foil the king's dastardly plan. There's a path to the moot through the temple. Perhaps via the old tunnels. Yes, that must be the way. Here, take this key. It opens the library. If there really are old tunnels under the temple, the way to access them is probably in there.
There she is. My arrow will
Behind
find
you!
its mark.
On the ledges! More soldiers! Quick, let's get...
High Priestess, no!
She's down. Make sure none of her allies survive. Defend the temple.
Get the assassin! I'll take Solgra back to the temple. Go!
That is... I can't say I was expecting that.
Stop them! Don't let the traitors get past you!
Where's the assassin? Oh, up there, okay.
I surrender! I surrender! You killed some of our best soldiers. I know when I'm outmatched.
have my orders. Don't you know that High Priestess Solbra is a criminal, an enemy of the Orsimer? She's the leader of the Vashrak. You should thank me for what I've done. How would I know such a thing? I'm just a simple soldier. I'm not a cultist in disguise. And even if I were, you can't prove a thing. Do with me as you will, outsider. I serve a higher cause.
You're done.
Trinimac will reward my service.
There's no reason at all to warn them ahead of time that I'm coming, so...
They were soldiers. Trying to stop them would have only put us all in danger.
You're cowards. All of you.
Everly, enough. Solgra's gone. No priests getting killed with James.
I should have been here to save her.
This was just an adventure until now. We were strong, fearless, but to lose one of our own, I don't know if I can handle this.
Stay strong, Tal. What's this in the corner? Keep watch in front of the temple. We need time to accomplish everything she's asked of us, so make sure you pay attention to anything unusual. If anything suspicious happens, give us the signal. It'll find its way to us. Most of the foot soldiers don't even know about the entrance above the Mage's Guild. We'll leave that open in case any of the team needs to get in or out. By the time the King's soldiers figure out what's going on, we'll be done with our task and gone. Anyway, stay alert and remain vigilant.
Her death was quick, if that makes you feel any better. What in Malakoth's name happened out there? Solgra didn't deserve this fate. As much as I disagreed with her, she was a good person, a caring person. Kurog has gone too far this time. He has to be stopped. Did Solgra know about the tunnels beneath the temple? Was she able to tell you how we can reach the moot before more people die? This isn't going to be like swimming in mud with the Argonians. We're talking about defying the king. At best we'll be branded as Kingslayers. At worst we'll be dead. This isn't your fight. Not really. Are you still ready to go through with this? Then we take the fight to Kurog and Alga. If they refuse to give up their mad plans, then we fight on until one side or the other has been defeated. Kurog's reign ends today. So swears Basrog of Clan Faran. So swears Basrog of the Orsimer. May Trinimac take you to your final reward, High Priestess.
Chief Basrog, I thought you were a firm believer in Malakoth.
There is no place for a gentle soul in the Ashen Forge, priest. So why not let Trinimac have her?
Goodbye, my friend. I'm going to miss you. I guess I've got one more battle in me. For Solgra, right? Damn, I hate how this turned out.
I will read.
Good
from
luck,
the book
my
of
friend.
Orsian.
I'll remain here to protect the priests, as Chief Basrog requested. I look forward to hearing how you beat the Mad King when you return.
Alright, let's do this. Oh, it's above. Actually, it's right there. Okay.
This mess. We'll never find anything in here. Look around and see if you can find something that looks like a hidden
I'll
passage.
check over here.
It's a lot of different things. Maybe building Orsium?
You'd think that temple priests would be neater. These manuscripts are all over the place. Start searching. We've got to find a way into the tunnels. Look everywhere. It'll probably be something odd or out of place, like those switches over there. But this is a library. Maybe one of these dusty old tomes can help. There's bound to be a book that talks about the construction of the temple in here.
Okay, yeah, reconstructing, building Orsinium, probably. One of the most famous of these tunnels, described in the fictional account The Battle of Orsinium, is the Temple Tunnel, which is said to run beneath the temple in Orsinium in the mountains beyond Scarp Keep. According to the work of fiction mentioned above, a secret passage guarded the way to the tunnel. To access the tunnel, at least in the story, the High Chief's son had to solve a riddle to open the secret passage. Look forward to a time when the priests of the temple allow me the opportunity to attempt to open the secret passage, then we can determine once and for all whether the Bango the Liar's Tale is based on facts, or truly is a complete work of fiction. Solve a riddle. Okay, we do have a riddle here.
I love books.
So there's 3 of these, but I don't know.
You'd think that temple... Look everywhere. It'll probably be...
The Battle for Orsinium. Battle for Orsinium raged on. The clans were reeling from the surprise attack, retreating into the temple. The Bretons finally broke through the walls and swarmed to the city. Clan chiefs knew if they did not escape soon, they would die inside their beloved temple. As they latched the temple doors behind them, the High Chief turned and gave instructions to his oldest son. You need to open the way to the tunnels beneath the temple by setting the pillars correctly. Remember these words and the way would be open. And that the High Chief spoke the following words. My eyes gaze upon the battlefield, and I feel calm. To my right, Clan Lucen fights a ferocity and keeps our friend at bay. To the left, Clan Brugga serves as our shield, protecting us from sights unseen. And above, Clan Wrothgar guards the hills, bows at the ready. It was up to the High Chief's son. He had to remember the words to call upon his knowledge of the clans and their symbols, or the tunnels would never open and the Ark clans would fall. You cannot let this happen. Clan Wrothgar. Where was the clan books here? I think it was up above, actually. Oh, I guess wrong. It's here somewhere. The Owl Clan. Okay, so one of them I saw was the hammer, and the other one up here should be the owl. Let's go ahead and set that one first. Okay, the L there. I just have to remember the ones that were on the left and right here. Oh, that's not the right one. To the right, Clan Lucian. To the left, Clan Brogash. I believe Brogash is the one with the hammer. Pretty sure. Actually, if I have this right, so I just need to switch this one until it works. Well, apparently not. Could have sworn I had that right. Yeah, Brogash is the one with the hammer. Lucian is the one with the wolf. Okay. Did I not do the wolf already? Or maybe they're switched. Hang on. So we'll try hammer here and wolf here. Because the one up top has to be right. Has to be the owl.
Well, I'll be a puny dark elf. You found it. I guess we're climbing down that hole.
I knew you could do it. Now let's go stop the king.
Alright, let's go ahead and do it.
That gate doesn't appear to be locked. Go on. I'm right behind you.
I already have that recipe already.
Silence, chiefs! Your constant bickering has plagued our people for long enough. You isolate yourselves in your own strongholds, perpetuating our selfish nature. We must change who and what we are.
Kurog's got a point. We're still going to kill the bastard, right?
Think we head this way? Just gotta press our way through.
I tried to appeal to you as equals, but you refused to listen. I grow tired of arguing with you.
This way, I assume? Oh, they're still fighting back here. Maybe that's why I can't open the door. Okay, now let me try. Nope, still can't go that way. Okay.
The king cares for our people, and all you do is break his heart.
Wonderful. The murderous king and his lunatic mother.
We're slowly making progress.
We're getting close. Be ready for anything.
Sounds like the time I walked in on an Imga courting ritual.
choice is simple. Kneel before me as your king and ruler of the United Orcerman Nation, or die!
We need to move faster. Kurog's about to start slaughtering the chiefs.
There can be no dissent!
This is getting tense. Take that gold, why not? Oh, we made it?
Once we get inside, find Kurog and take him down. We need to save as many chiefs as we can.
Gotta just refresh this bit there. There we go.
There's still time if we move fast. We need to open this gate.
There's no lever. They must have shut it from the other side.
Stand aside and let me work. Get ready to get those people out of there.
Leave me no choice. I'll unite the clans over your dead bodies.
I'll take care of the archers.
Eliminate the clan chiefs.
We've been betrayed. Defend yourselves!
And now the last guest has arrived. Emily, I'm gonna make you pay. I need you. Keep those pots rock. Clan chiefs, over here. Hurry. This gate is heavier than it looks.
Well, looks like this plan isn't going quite well there, King. Oh, there's still one left.
As impressive as always, but it doesn't matter. My soldiers are already moving to block them, but even impressive criminals must pay for their crimes. I'm gonna deal with you, personally. Bow before the king of the... We trusted you!
Probably should take out the Forge Mother first. Yeah, there goes Mom.
I demand a blood price for my mother's death. Out! I will spit on your corpse! Mother, grant me your power. May the fires of your forge engulf the traitors. Would I light my fires or the burning pitch?
Oh, this guy is like same kind of thing as me, it looks like. He's definitely increased his like attack power though. Hey, it's the same exact ult as me. Let's do it, let's charge up. Oh, just stand right outside the circle.
Saved many of the chiefs. This does not feel like a victory. You fought valiantly, bravely. Maybe the best display of martial skill I've ever seen. I just wish we weren't forced to become kingslayers. Kurog and his mother are dead, but look at the price he made us pay. The murdered chiefs, but they're just the tip of Malakath's tusk. More orcs will die as they fight to take control of their clans, all the while ignoring the approach of winter and the coming starvation. I've seen enough death for 2 lifetimes. No. Kurog went from good intentions to madness faster than a hawker swallows a bucket of fish. Killing him was the right thing to do. In the end, he left us no choice. How could it not? Once Kurog was like a brother to me. He was a great orc, a visionary, before his mother corrupted him. But I've become as gloomy as a drunken dark elf on a rainy day. Must be because Kurog won, despite everything we did. Please, enough talk. I want to be alone for a while. Think about what happened here and what has to happen next. Meet me back at the keep. We'll continue this discussion then, and you'll get the explanation you desire. May your path to the Ashen Forge be lit with the braziers of courage, my one-time blade brother. I need a few moments to remember the Kurog I once called Blade Brother, to wash away thoughts of the Chief Slayer and his hag-raven of a mother. We'll talk more back at the keep.
Alright.
The clans. You earned their respect by what you did in there. Follow me. I can lead you back to the keep. The path should be safe enough now. Just stay close and follow me.
Alright.
You're just in time. We finished clearing out the Wrothgar and the remaining chiefs are waiting for me to address them. But word of Kurog's death is spreading through the city like wildfire. I don't know how the people will react to the news. Not completely. I'm sure there are still pockets of deluded cultists hiding throughout the countryside. We'll deal with them eventually. Right now, I need to figure out what to do with the clans that lost their chiefs. And with this damnable city. Kurog dreamed of a united Orcimer nation. Of all Orc clans standing shoulder to shoulder as equals with the other races. despite everything that happened. I think he's going to get his wish. It will all become clear in time. Right now, I need to talk to the chiefs. Figure out how we're going to stabilize the clans without the need for more death and destruction. If you're up to it, I have one more favor to ask of you. You came to Wrothgar to help Kurog unite our people and rebuild this great city. Despite how we got here, you accomplished everything the king asked of you. Now I have a request. If you're willing to provide one more service to the orcs. This last favor is of a more personal nature. I want to give Kurog a proper funeral, to honor him for the warrior and leader he was, and not the crazed despot he turned out to be. I do. Kurog was my friend once, and he was a great orc before his ambition got the better of him. Besides, the people need to know the whole truth, the good as well as the bad. A traditional orc requiem is just what we need to get past this. Take these notes and deliver them. Everyone should be somewhere in the city. Make them listen to you. Get them to attend Kurog's funeral. Meanwhile, I'll make sure everything is prepared for the ceremony.
All right.
On your way back, after you've delivered the letters, stop by the King's Corner. Speak to the barkeep, and get a bottle of Kurog's favorite ale. It's foul stuff, but he loved it. We'll use it to drink to his memory at the service. Happy? What an odd question. To tell you the truth, I never thought I'd live to see the city rise again. But I've been wrong before. You're a good example of that. If you're asking if I'm proud of what Kurog created, then yes. I guess I am. The thought has crossed my mind. At least under Kurog as part of the Daggerfall Covenant, we were considered strong. We had allies. That's something I need to think about. I used to dismiss Kurog and his deals with our enemies. Now I'm not so sure. Emmerich's agreement was with Kurog, not the clan chiefs. We need to discuss our options and make a decision. Hopefully before the next siege camp sets up outside our walls. Mostly to people you know. People who helped us stop Kurog and the Vashrak. There are also a few friends of mine. We trained together not long ago, but they recently returned to Wrothgar. I want them to see what happened here. There's Bizra, who rarely removes her war paint. She'll tell you to tusk off, but give her the letter anyway. The other one, he's a unique character. Has a code of honor all his own. If Bizra is here, he won't be far from her side. The chiefs and I discussed this. We think it's better to remember Kurog for who he was rather than vilify him as a tyrant. We honor the orc I knew as a friend, not the one I fought with as a rival and an enemy. We fought side by side long ago. When he left Wrothgar to become a mercenary, I went with him. It was a glorious time. But I had responsibilities to return to. When next I saw my friend, he was making his own challenge to become chief of his clan. Kurog struck a deal with High King Emmerich, agreed to support the Breton ruler in Rancer's war in exchange for the return of Wrothgar. That's when he declared himself king. Some of us were furious with him, but his actions saved countless lives.
Alright, let's go ahead and deliver these letters then. I don't even know who would be the closest one to hit up. This one's kind of on their own, so let's go over here first.
tusk off. I've got no time for beggars or dishonest traders, and I'm in the mood to throw someone into the river. So walk away before we find out if you can swim. Oh, really? I was certain the old bastard had forgotten his battle companions. In our day, we cut a bloody path across Elsewhere and High Rock. But why'd Bosrog send you, I wonder? A letter? Me? My companion should be along at any moment. Wait until he finds out Bosrog is a chief now. A chief with his own private messenger. He'll plop a brick.
I hope you're not giving that poor messenger a hard time, Bizra. I hope Bizra hasn't been giving you a hard time. She can't help it. She has the personality of an ornery Chater, and that's her on good days. Let me see that. Interesting. Kurog's dead, and Bosrog wants to throw him a traditional Orsimer funeral. And look at that. I'm invited. I usually only get invited to things when someone wants me to hit something. I don't know Chief Bosrog, but I was well acquainted with Bosrog the Butcher. We all served as a part of Gaspar's Stalkers, probably the best mercenary company ever to battle its way across Hammerfell and Cyrodiil. Those were good times.
There might be one right around here, huh? Okay, let's go ahead and talk to our friend here.
I'm glad you're here. Saves me the trouble of finding you. Before I return to the Somerset Isles, I want to thank you for not killing me back at the Vashrak Temple. I appreciate that. I think I would have found death to be very boring. The High Priestess was an inspiration. Her legacy will live on, in our memories and in the memories of everyone in Orsinium. As hard as it is to accept, the simple truth is that you can't save everyone. You just have to try. What's this? A funeral? And I'm invited? Splendid! That will give me a chance to say my farewells to everyone all at the same time. Still, a funeral for that mad despot. I hope Chief Bosrog knows what he's doing.
I think he does. Hopefully. Looks like there's somebody like right up top of here. Okay, yeah.
I'm glad to see that life still courses through your body. I'd be extremely out of sorts if you turned up dead. And I heard what happened. You have my thanks for keeping Chief Bosrog safe. I'd be even more upset if my husband had died. Not everyone has the luxury to run off on an adventure whenever the mood takes them. I had the foreign survivors to deal with. They had to be gathered up and given shelter after the attack on our stronghold. A letter? How intriguing. What does it say? My husband plans to hold a funeral for Kurog? I suppose that makes sense. They were good friends once, before Kurog put that tight crown upon his head. I'll join Bosrog as soon as I can.
Alright, that's half of them done. Both of these are below somewhere. I think this one might be through this doors right here. Yep, okay. I think this might be the inn, right? Or the bar.
I don't think you should be here. I don't want any more trouble. I heard the king was dead, and I'm sure you had something to do with it, so leave us out of it. No, I don't want anything. Not from you, not from Chief Bosrog. I just want me and my father to be left alone. You just won't take no for an answer. Oh, all right, let me see that. Funeral? For the king? And the chief wants me to attend? I'd be honored. I wonder if I have time to get a nice dress.
That certainly changed. Think I went the wrong way. Guess these last two must be in here, because there's no other markers. One of them's obviously going to be our elf friend, and the other one's probably going to be a priest, I assume.
I'm going to miss this place. The temple has become a more somber place since the death of the High Priestess. Solgra was a good woman. She cared about our people, and hoped to spread Trinamac's word. I know she also considered you to be her friend. The temple is going to be rededicated to Malakath now that King Kurog and the Forge Mother are gone. It's a shame, but I can't blame the clan chiefs. Not after what the Vashrak did. What's this? A funeral? For Kurog? I'd be honored to represent Solgra and the temple at this solemn event. Not because I have any love for the Mad King, but because I see Bosrog's wisdom. The city needs to heal. I'll do what I can to help with that.
Yep, I was right on both. Trying to reach you. Yes, you. This is harder than you can imagine. Writing words to paper that doesn't exist. White light. There's white light all around me. Am I alive? Am I dreaming? Are these the colored rooms? Help me. I want to come home. Please. Darian. What? That's, strange.
The High Priestess used to study here. Read her books, write her sermons. Now she's gone, and it feels like I've got a hole the size of Eldenroot right in the middle of my chest. Damn right. We won, but the High Priestess died. That's awful, and it makes me so angry. It just isn't fair. But you obviously came here for another reason. Sorry I got so emotional. What's up? A letter? Isn't that how all this trouble started in the first place? But I guess I might as well see this through to the end. And you'll be there, right? Me and you, once more into the breach. Hopefully without anyone trying to kill us this time.
Actually, now that I think about it, Darian was one of the ones that helped us back in Cold Harbor, wasn't he? Yeah, I think he went missing, didn't he? I want to say that's correct. I think I might be hearing fireworks outside. It's New Year's Day at the moment, but it's about to be the second here real soon now.
The city's construction has begun. So far, things are coming along nicely.
Quarter Club's way over here. Yeah, overall this has been a really nice DLC. I was not expecting it to be this good when I started it. It works out pretty well as a standalone too.
No sad faces. Not in here. This was Korog's happy place, and that's how it's going to stay.
To Kurog. To Orsinium. May the city always remember the kind and gentle king who cared for his people. Everything else? That was his mother's fault. A funeral? No one tells me anything. I came to this wretched land because of Kurog. He set me up with this tavern, and I'll always be grateful to him for that. You want the ale? Let's make a deal. I'll give you a bottle of Kurog's favorite ale. I'll give you a whole damn barrel of the stuff. But only if you let me attend his funeral. I want to honor him. Say goodbye. Let me do that, and I'll make sure you have plenty of the ale he loved. Thank you. I'll have the ale delivered to the keep. And I'll see you at the funeral. It'll be one last party for the king.
I think everything's about set up now. Castle Overlook. Let's guess we're gonna have to head inside and get up above somewhere. I want to say it might be above here, so let me go ahead and try. No, apparently not. Okay. There must be another way then. Let me see. Well, that goes down. That's not it. Do I have to cut through the throne room to get to it? Doesn't appear. Oh, here's a way. Okay.
Old friends, I'm glad to see you. This is very important to me.
I'm just sorry I missed all the action. It looks like you could have used another hand or two.
Bum nog and hands. I think it's an obsession.
Thank you for gathering, everyone. It's important that they're all here to see what happens next. We proceed with the funeral. The ceremony is as much about Kurog and the others as it is about the future of the city, the awesome people. Everyone will want to be here for this. Don't worry. I'm not planning anything as audacious as Kurog. Everyone in the city has a choice to make, but it will be peaceful. Nothing will be forced upon them. No more harm will come to the Orsimer. You have my word on that. I can't forget even if I wanted to. But we need to move forward. Now please, we should begin the ceremony. There will be things I ask you to do during the Requiem. Listen to what I say, and act accordingly. Today tests our resolve. We have lost friends, allies, and the one responsible for all this. We've gathered to honor him. Some of you question the wisdom of that, but we need to see the Orsimer in a new light. We need to respect and honor each other. That starts today. Even a good orc can fall prey to ill-conceived notions. We need to bury the past with the king and look to the future. Outsider, step forward. Your help has been invaluable, and I want you to be a part of this. Please, light the first torch. We ignite these fires to remember Kurog's true goal. Unity for the awesome of people. Instead, we have clans without chiefs. A city without a king. We will support these people. Guide them. We must look to tomorrow. Outsider, light the second torch. It will burn away the past and guide. Remember the Kurog who was. Strong, confident. A king who cared about his people. We will carry on that legacy, offering help, but never forcing it upon anyone, much to my regret. The clan chiefs have asked me to take on the mantle of King of the Orson. To this request, I have cautiously agreed. We cannot be seen as weak and leaderless to the rest of the world. I shall uphold Kurog's dream, but I will avoid his ambition. We shall stand together as the new Orsinium. Say your farewells, then return to the keep. We must put this darkness behind us and celebrate a new day.
Quite the service.
King Bosrog? I guess it has a sort of ring to it. I just hope he knows what he's getting into. King Bosrog?
Bosrog let them crown him as king? I never saw that coming.
My husband, the king. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I suppose I'll have to get used to it. It's not like he can refuse the throne now that he's accepted it. At least, I don't think he can.
Another king? Well, I suppose that makes sense. A united Orsimer is certainly stronger than isolated clans. I guess you could say Kurog got his wish after all.
Yeah, it can be said, yeah.
That was a beautiful ceremony. So respectful and yet also inspiring. I particularly liked the fire. It was so fiery. And I'm glad they made Bosrog the king. I think he'll do a fine job for his people.
Another king? These orcs just don't learn their lesson, do they? Oh well. I suppose Bosrog won't be as bad as Kurog. He couldn't be. At least, I hope he'll do a good job.
Orcs and their kings. They're almost as bad as the Bretons and High Elves. Spatter mud on their clothes, and they need to have them clean, just like the rest of us.
Isn't it amazing? Here I am, a simple commoner, getting to watch history in the making. I wonder if the new king will let us cater his coronation. The greedy gut has the best chef in Orsinium, you know.
I wonder if Bosrog has any interest in a corner club. We wouldn't even need to change the name or anything.
Alright, let's go ahead and go talk to Bosrog again. Oh, they're all holding up torches now.
I'm glad you're here. How long has it been?
Too long, that's for sure. But we can't all be shield
Will
wife
you
to a
return
king.
to Black Marsh, my friend? Or do you have another destination in mind?
As long as it's not here, I'll go wherever the current takes me.
Thanks for the offer, but I can't. Not after everything that's happened.
I understand. Thank you for everything you've done, little elf. Miss you. Your courage and resilience in the face of adversity do you honor, my friend. If not for you, the clan chiefs and I wouldn't be standing here. And I certainly wouldn't be king. So this is all your fault, isn't it? I haven't been king long enough to form an opinion. I hope the crown isn't as heavy as Kurog made it look. You have a place here with the people of Orsinium, but as much as I'd like you to stay, I know there are others out there who need your help. Stay as long as you want, but as king, I declare that your service to Orsinium has come to an end. If anyone else in Wrothgar still needs your help, then by all means you should provide it. I need to continue to meet with the clan chiefs and reach out to other influential orcs in the city. We have a government to forge and alliances to foster. There's a lot of work, but I think I finally understand what Kurog was trying to do. And take this. It belonged to Kurog, but you earned it. I hope I can do as much for my people as you did for our city. I will do my best to live up to the faith that you and the clan chiefs have seen in me. Your name will never be forgotten by the Orsimer. We will talk of your deeds for generations to come. Now, we'll find a way for the clans to work together. To fulfill Kurog's original dream of united and strong people. Orsinium will stand forever. There's enough of the fanatics left to be a pain in my side. But we have ways of separating the bad from the good. It might take a while, but we'll put an end to the Vashrock before too long. Never wanted to be a king. Still don't, really. But this is the best way to keep the clans from fighting or starving to death once winter sets in. I'll wear the crown for as long as I have to. Set my people on the right path. Orcs usually burn the bodies of chiefs and heroes, mix the ashes into swords and shields. But for Kurog, I think I'll have the seat of the throne recast. That way he'll always be a pain in my arse. He'll remind me what I should and shouldn't do. Orcs have no concept of goodbye. We just come and go as we please. But you're always welcome in Orsinium, my friend. I'll be here cleaning up the mess that Kurog left us with. Just try not to get killed without me, all right? Good. I knew you would. I wish you safe travels. I'll try not to get too jealous while I'm stuck here being a royal bureaucrat and you're out there being a hero.
You're leaving too? I can't blame you. I really can't stay around here much longer. Not after everything that happened. Not that well, all things considered, when I saw the High Priestess's body just lying on that slab. Look, I've got to get out of here. If I stick around, these feelings, these memories, they're never going to fade. Yeah, he wanted me to stay and help train the Orc archers. Even offered me my own squad and a fancy title. But after everything that happened, I just need to get away, so I can put this all behind me. I'm not sure. I might return to Valenwood, see my family. I'm kind of missing my loved ones after what we've been through. I wonder if Solgra had a family. She never mentioned it. There's so much I want to tell you, to thank you for. I've learned so much from you. Out of everyone here, You're the one person I never lost faith in. I wish I could just go and follow you around forever. Tempting, but I need to find my own way for a while. But no matter where the wind blows, leaves from the same tree eventually find each other again. That'll be the same for us. You'll see.
Well, that's true. I'm sure I'll probably see her again. What the heck? You're dead.
Greetings, Vestige. Though I can hardly call you that anymore, can I? Let us say, Neridia's champion, the hero of Cold Harbor, the savior of Tamriel. So you did, and I have gone on to the next great adventure. I bring you a warning, champion. Oblivion stirs. Great and terrible machinations have begun. Once again, Tamriel is in danger. You have a part to play in the events to come. A great war is coming. A war between the forces of Oblivion. The Daedric princes are choosing sides. The Great Deceiver, the Sower of Discord, and the Patron of Darkness plot a great deception. Be ready. Watch for signs. The war shall begin when the gates of Sothasil's lost city are reopened. So the scrolls portend, so shall it be. I cannot aid you in the coming battle. My time in this world is at an end. I must take my place in the immortal plane. Farewell, old friend. We will not speak again.
Well, that was, kind of startling to turn around and see him of all people there. Let's see, is there anybody else worth talking to here?
Thank you for allowing me to attend the funeral. It was good to get to say goodbye to Kurog in my own way. Basrog said I could keep the corner club open, even retain the current name. I just hope the new king stops in for a drink every once in a while.
King Basrog's going to pay for any damages the inn sustained when the Orsimer soldier barged in. Even going to give us a break on our taxes for the help we provided. Maybe things didn't turn out so bad after all.
To Kurog's lifeless body, long may it
Wrothgar, you made it!
Such a sad and dismal day. But Rickard knows how to fix that. I have most excellent Nord gifts for everyone. No face can stay sad when it has one of Rickard's most excellent gifts in its mouth.
I'm happy for my people, but I'm sad that we lost the temple. Malakath wins the day, and Trinimac fades back into obscurity. No! I won't let that happen! As long as I have the breath to speak, I'll spread the word of Trinimac. You'll see!
Now this is more like it. No harpies, no giant catapults slamming into walls. Just a few peaceful drinks with good friends. This is how it should have been from the moment I got here. I'd hoped to run into my old friend Darien here. This is just the sort of situation he'd love to find himself in. I know something happened in Cold Harbor, but I can't believe he's dead. He's out there somewhere. I can feel it in my bones. I have a couple of ideas. Not ready to share them yet, but I won't stop until I find him in some brothel in a bar's landing, or at a tavern in Murkmire.
Yeah, Darren was the one that had that note earlier, that spooky note.
If anyone asks, just tell them that you know us. What? It's research. How often do we get to attend a king's funeral and coronation?
Hira's plan worked, just like she said it would. I'm really quite surprised. Just walk in and act like we belong, she said. They even handed me a drink. I can't remember when I had such fun.
Thanks to you, the Orsimer have a new king. And he's a good king. I owe you for helping my husband, outsider. You'll always have a friend in Orsinium, should you ever need one. I've accepted our roles, if that's what you mean. With the crown comes new responsibilities, new duties. First and foremost, my husband needs an heir, and I'm going to make sure he gets one. If he thinks being the king is difficult, just you wait.
This is all kind of bittersweet, but I have good ale, good food, and good friends to help me through this. I couldn't ask for anything more.
I wish my crew back in Daggerfall could see me now. Here I am, sharing food and drink with the king of the Orsimer.
Guess the only person left to talk to is Tal.
As soon as I finish this drink, it's back to the Somerset Isles for me. I have so many tales to tell my family. Just imagine, a scribe who helped crown a new orc king. My sister will never believe it. I survived battles with the Winterborn, helped take down a tyrant king and a horrible cult. And here I am, drinking and talking with you. I think that's somewhat impressive, if I do say so myself. Perhaps I'll finally get the respect I deserve.
Alright, that's about it for the story here. In fact, we're just about done with everything. There's only a couple things left for us to really do here in Wrothgar.
So much to do, so little time.
Okay, so this has actually been a way better DLC than I was expecting it to be. I didn't know exactly what I was expecting when I came in here, but this turned out to be pretty great. Okay, so this is going to be our stopping point for today. And after that, we're going to be, presumably, probably going to do some world bosses in that final public dungeon. And see if we can't make that last relic quest show up eventually. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.